Hello and happy Flip It Friday. This is Beth Myers with Arrival Coaching, and I am here live today at Dollywood, and we are down in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and you will hear the train coming by, I'm sure, shortly, and we're just going to add that to the vibration and the energy that we're bringing with music today on Flip It Friday, where we take the lyrics of empowerment songs for the week and be able to flip it upside down and take a look at some of the different lyrics and what meaning and gems we can find to bring to our own life. So as we're getting started here, you can hear the train in the background. So we'll let that move by. Dollywood in Tennessee. We're waiting for the train to pass and for people to jump on. If you are there, give me thumbs up, give me hearts so that I know that you're there, and say hello. Put your name in and say hello. And wow, we just had the train pass by, and you are here on Flip It Friday with Beth Myers of Arrival Coaching, and we are here to flip the lyrics this week of Camila Cabello's song, and it is called what is the name of the song this week? I have questions. That's the name of the song. So the empowerment word for this week is question, and it's all about being able to question things and the importance of questions that we're going to flip upside down today. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of those lyrics. Kim, I'm so glad that you are here today. We are enjoying this gorgeous day here near Gatlinburg, Tennessee, in Pigeon Forge, and experiencing Dollywood. So we have a little bit of that to share with you today, since it is a place where music surrounds us. We have heard music all day so far around us, and you know, music can just bring that energy to our lives. And I found a quote that a friend had posted recently on Facebook, and it says, "When you're happy, you enjoy the music, but when you're sad, you understand the lyrics." And I believe that that is so true. You know, we can listen to music at any time and have all different types of feelings, because music is energy and vibration, just like each of us are. Kathy, I'm so glad to see that you are joining in with us today. Hey, we made it to Dollywood on this gorgeous day. And we're going to take a look at the song by Camila Cabello. And the song is I Have Questions. So the lyrics for that song, one of the lines that I found really impactful was, why weren't you who you swore that you would be? I have questions haunting me. And if you notice, the song that I picked this week was a little bit different in the beat and the rhythm. It was more of a hauntingly beautiful song that really kind of takes us to the depths of what questions are all about and how important they are, in our lives. So one of the things that I like for us to just pause and think about for a second is why. You know, small children, 2-year-olds, will ask you why. Why does this happen? Why is the sky blue? Why are there clouds in the sky? Why are those fish jumping out of the water? There's all those questions that children are curious about. We ask ourselves, why? Why did this happen? Why did it have to happen to me? You know, why did it happen in the time that it happened? Or why isn't it happening for me? So we tend to ask those questions a lot of times, and this song really got me thinking about some things that are important and why I chose this as an empowerment word, because questions are important to ask. You know, I've always thought about, why do I get uncomfortable with questions sometimes? And sometimes I'm searching for the meaning of what it means to me. I don't want to just jump out there like I've done for a lot of my life and just jump in and answer a question, you know, with what I think somebody else wants me to answer with. I am working on being able to answer more authentically. And Candy, I see that you're joining in. So glad that you're able to join us today. And Kim, hey, I love that you're here today too. You like that background. And the question is why? Good question. I am here in Dollywood and having some fun and enjoying the fall festival that they have here with lots of gospel music and other music here. And just a perfect day to do Flip It Friday. So that's why we're here and why. So again, why is such a great question, but one that can make us comfortable sometimes. So sometimes it can make us feel uncomfortable. Yes, it is exciting. Thanks, Kim. And one of the things that with that line in the song with why weren't you who you swore you would be? A lot of times we get caught up. We get caught up in trying to please other people, trying to do things the way that we think society wants us to be. Hey Candy, yes, it is awesome. I love fall too. We connect on that it's a beautiful time. It's a beautiful time of transformation and times of change. And that's what fall really reminds us a lot about. You know, I asked a question in Real Girls Connected, the private Facebook group that I have for girls and women and mothers and daughters. And one of the things that I asked was, you know, if you could be an animal, what would you be? And so many people said an eagle. And today I got to see an eagle sanctuary that they have here at Dollywood, where they do rehabilitation and help to then release eagles back out into the wild. And they were just beautiful. One of them was making its bird sound, getting to see the eagle's nest and how big it is, and the size of an egg, an eagle's egg. And it just reminded me of the bravery that it symbolizes, and the flow and flying, just soaring. And that's why so many people said they'd like to be like an eagle and just have that bird's eye view. It reminded me also of bravery. I asked the question of, you know, what's the bravest thing that you've ever done? And asking those kinds of questions, I've gotten such great answers that have connected lots of different people to be able to see the answers to other people's questions and then think about it for themselves. So that question why can be really important. Kyle, I see that you're joining in. So glad that you were able to join in us the conversation live today as well. We are taking the I Have Questions song and flipping it upside down and looking at it to gain some meaning and gems from some of the lyrics of the song. You know, something that I thought about with the question why, and you know, as kids that we're curious, as adults we're also curious, but we also find it as, you know, thinking about why terrible things happen. Why have all these hurricanes been happening? Why have all of this devastation that we've been seeing? And you know, I like to flip it and ask that question, well, what if? What if some of these things are happening to awaken us all to the things that are most important in our life? The kindness that's important to share, and the beauty that is around us, and the importance of taking that in on an everyday basis. I can think of a situation with my family. For my parents' 50th anniversary, we all decided as a family to go camping at a campground. And Kathy, I remember you were quite annoyed because our other sister was late getting there. And it was like, why isn't she here yet? What, you know, we want to get going. Why? Well, we found out later what the why was. And, you know, our divine self, our higher self knows the reason why, because it can soar like an eagle and fly and know ahead the reasons why. And we may not see it at the moment, but later on we did see. We saw devastation as we drove through Hershey, Pennsylvania, and saw big trees down, and then barns collapsed. And right where we were to have been at the campground, had we arrived 1 hour earlier, we would have been in that devastation of that tornado that touched down right in that area. So the why was, we weren't supposed to be there at that moment in time. Because what if we had been there? We would have been right in the middle of that. And so I've learned to trust a lot more. and learn to believe that we may not know the answer why at the moment, but later on, maybe an hour later, maybe 5 years later, we may be able to see the message that that why brought. So Kim is saying, some of you are saying some different things here. Kim O'Neill is saying, love it. Yes, look beyond the surface to see what else could be happening behind the scenes. And yeah, you're exactly right, Kim. You know, we just never ever know. And that question why is so important. But then taking it that and flipping it and asking, well, what if? And start to brainstorm and play with the possibilities of why something might be happening. What if this is happening because, and being able to play with it a little bit differently. And that song, What If I, or I Have Questions, that was something that just really piqued my delving into the question why a little bit further. Kim said, I had a similar experience with traffic recently. Wow, do tell, Kim. Would love to know more about the situation that you had with traffic. Yeah, you know, sometimes it's a matter of, you know, the why. Why am I stuck in this traffic? Maybe we're supposed to be listening to the music. Maybe we're supposed to hear something come across the radio that's like you find that you explore more and it takes you deeper into a subject or connecting with somebody that you may have never done had you not been sitting in that traffic listening to that radio show. Kim says, I wonder what questions eagles ask. Oh, Kim Gore, that is an excellent question. I wonder what they do ask. Maybe they're asking, why are we doing what we're doing down here on land? You know, why are we not soaring like an eagle like they are? Why are we getting stuck in the things that we get stuck in sometimes? So I have questions too. I'm sure you have questions as well. If you have a question you want to type in that is a philosophical question, maybe it's a question that you would like someone else to answer, put it down in the comments, whether you're watching us live or whether you're watching the replay. Cambria, so glad that you're joining us today. We are live in Dollywood, Tennessee, and asking the question why, and flipping it upside down and taking a look at, well, what if? If this has happened, we're not sure why it's happened, well, what if? What if this is happening because something else may be occurring? So, you know, being able to take those questions and flipping them upside down, taking them and asking another question like, what if? I encourage you to play with that this week, this weekend. What are you doing for fun? What are you going to do to raise your energy and your vibration? Because, you know, music is just a vibration and it's energy. Just like we as beings have energy and vibration, and music can help raise that vibration. One of the things that I hope that you will do is find something that feeds your soul this weekend. I'm planning to enjoy the rest of the day here at Dollywood and listen to the music, take in the scents and the smells and the tastes of the food, getting to smile at people and getting to meet people and find out where they're from. We met somebody from Maryland last night in the parking lot as we got ice cream and found out that they used to live in Maryland. Kim is saying about her experience, Kim O'Neill saying, it was the day I went to pick up my mentee, so we go do a baby goat yoga. Wow, that sounds interesting. I want to know more about that. In a few minutes behind, then there was a bad accident on the bridge and you were delayed, but you left on time. It's possible I would have been in that accident. I'm grateful the way it all panned out. Yeah, we just never know sometimes, you know, why things do happen. And then sometimes when we give it a little bit of space, put a gap in there and allow for that, we can ask that what if question. So yeah, thank you for sharing, Kim O'Neill, and I'm so glad you and your mentee were safe. And you know, you just spent a little bit of time in that traffic, being able to converse and connect together during that time. So I'm not sure what the time is. Kim, what's the time? Do you have a time there? 1/4 after? Okay, so we have about 5 minutes. So if anybody has a line of the song, I Have Questions, or a question that you'd like to throw out to us that we could help you flip upside down and take a look at it of, well, what if? Kyle's saying, so interesting. I've been asking myself questions today. Why did I experience what I experienced? And how am I going to experience something better? Love that, Kyle. Yeah, you know, sometimes setting our intention for the day and asking ourselves, you know, what is it that we just experienced? How did we feel? And what am I going to do to experience something better? Yeah, sometimes when we're in that stuck place, we're in those really uncomfortable feelings, or something just happened that wasn't real pleasant, being able to ask that next question, you know, how am I going to experience something even better? What are you going to choose to feed your soul, to raise your vibration? I'm hearing more music. I'm hearing a fiddle or a banjo or something, and I just think that they are just such light and beautiful instruments that bring music alive. And you know, like the quote that I shared earlier, when you're happy, you enjoy the music, but when you're sad, you understand the lyrics. You know, being able to question that throughout the day and how that comes along. You know, the train is getting ready to come back, it looks like. So I think it's telling me it's time to close up things for today. But I appreciate you taking time out of your day to flip it with me today on Flip It Friday and raise your vibration. So I trust that you will take time today and you'll raise your energy and vibration with music or whatever feeds your soul, and to be true and be yourself and just thrive. And we're just going to wave to the people on the train, seeing the Dollywood Express go by. Thank you, Candy. We shall enjoy our trip. Hello. Yeah, spread those smiles around. You know, we can't get enough of those smiles and people's great energy. And share your great energy with people today. And love you too, Kim. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here today. And I hope that, again, be true, be you, and thrive today. And until next time, take good care.